We're going to run down the rumors, the news, and the headlines in the WWE over the last 24 hours and even in the last week. We're going to give you a little wrap-up. We're going to give you any changes or developments to any story in WWE because that's what I do, the brash and brazen. SeanzView is here to make history. I keep it prolific, consistent, and dedicated. What's that? I said I will give you the news and the rumors as it was meant to be, as it was supposed to be, and as it's built up to be. Now, in professional wrestling this week, we lost two noteworthy names of the Hennig family and the Dynamite Kid. I mean, you know, we always come on here and we talk about and we debate and we speculate and we, you know, give our opinion. We give our view, because this is Sean's view, and I want your view, and I want your opinion, I want your comments. We talk about how many more wrestlers' deaths can we go through? Can we talk about? Can we endure? Then you have, you know, the legacy, the history of, you know, the Mr. Perfect, you know, Larry the Axe Hennig. You have one half of the former Raw Tag Team Champions, Curtis Axel. You know, it's just a very sad, sad time. I mean, and then the Dynamite Kid, who without a doubt made one of the most renowned, one of the most dedicated, one of the most profound former World Tag Team Champions, the British Bulldogs. They had a major impact on, you know, tag team wrestling and Saturday night's main event. The British Bulldog and the Dynamite Kid lit up the tag team division unlike anything you have ever seen before in your life. You know, as I saw these deaths in just 1 week, there were two major deaths in the world of pro wrestling. And, you know, it's one of those things that's a very touchy, it's a very sad, it's a very tragic, these wrestlers, for anyone that wants to call it fake, predetermined, it's this, it's that, I defy you to go in there and do what these guys and girls do on a night in and night out basis. It's not easy. You know what you're signing up for. You know what you're going to put your body through. You know the trauma. You know the circumstance. You know the defiance. You know what you're going to get yourself into. But for the Dynamite Kid and for the Hennig family, my respect, my condolences go out to them. No doubt, without a doubt, in the shadow of my mind, without a doubt, the British Bulldogs deserve the recognition, the respect to go in as a tag team into the Hall of Fame. And we all know the respect of the Hennig family, from Mr. Perfect to Curtis Axel to the father. We all know what they represent. We all know what the Hennig family is all about. But the Dynamite Kid dying, you know, that kind of hit me hard because that was from my brother's era. My brother's now 44 years old. I'm 30 years old. So, you know, I've went back and I've watched DVDs. I've watched tapes. I've went back and obviously the WWE Network, and it's just, you know, it's very sad, you know, and it's very traumatic. It's very traumatizing, especially what happened to the Dynamite Kid. You know, he was, in a wheelchair for the last, 10, 20 years. I mean, what these guys and girls put themselves through is just, it's astronomical. But rest in peace to those legendary performers, and they will take their place where it's deserved to be. You know, a lot of rumors about Brock Lesnar's new WWE deals. Dana White at UFC, the president, the owner, whatever you want to call him, talked about Brock Lesnar's new deals. They also talked about the fact that, you know, the original plans for WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble was going to be for The Rock, the Brahma Bull, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment. The Rock was going to win next year's Royal Rumble. He was going to be a surprise entrant. He was going to then go on to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. It was going to be insane. It was going to be off the charts. It was going to be one of the most anticipated WrestleMania main events of all time. Rumors that Roman Reigns was going to turn heel. And a lot of these sources and websites go to, you know, the Ringside News, the Wrestling Incs, you know, the dirt sheets, the newsletters. But this was a story that was making its ways around line. And, you know, if Roman Reigns were to take on The Rock, and this is a match that has been rumored for the last couple of years, a lot of rumors that Roman Reigns is going to turn heel on The Rock. And if anyone could get that kind of reaction and could get that kind of boo heat, it would be, Roman Reigns turning on The Rock. Because a majority of the people like The Rock. They follow The Rock. They're a fan of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So for Roman Reigns to turn on The Rock at WrestleMania, the Showcase of Immortals, would be absolutely huge to the career of Roman Reigns. But we all know that Roman Reigns then came down, sadly, unfortunately, with leukemia. And the battle and the struggle for Roman Reigns is absolutely real. But for Roman Reigns, ladies and gentlemen, the battle inside the ring is just as tough outside the ring with what Roman Reigns has to deal with. Now, there is rumors of a backup plan with The Rock still returning, The Rock winning the Royal Rumble, The Rock then going on to face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. Now, that is one of the marquee matches that has been rumored. That's another match that has been on the WWE's radar for several years, but for one reason or another, that match never happened. The Rock versus Brock Lesnar has only happened once, one-on-one, and that was back in 2002 at SummerSlam, where Brock Lesnar defeated The Rock for the then undisputed WWE Championship. And ever since then, the rumors has been running wild about a rematch. But as we all know, that rematch has yet to happen. We also know that Heath Slater, viewers, Heath Slater has been now, I don't know if you can call this a promotion, but he's still with the company. He's still with WWE. Rumors of a major return to Monday Night Raw, and that being Bray Wyatt and, of course, Braun Strowman. But the rumors of Heath Slater being a referee. Well, at least at the end of the day, he's not fired, he's not suspended, he's not competing without pay. Heath Slater still has a job, while Rhino is fired from WWE, and that's just absolutely insane to me, because here's Rhino, who was so explosive, who was so on, who was a former world champion in ECW. Here's a man that was a former hardcore champion, and now Rhino has been fired. There's rumors that there will be revenge on the Raw general manager for now, Baron Corbin. We all know if Baron Corbin defeats Braun Strowman at TLC, Baron Corbin will be the, not only, constable, but he will be the permanent Raw general manager. And, you got to wonder what kind of role and what kind of way will Heath Slater take the special referee? Heath Slater, is he going to be one of those referees that if you hit him in the leg or you hit him in the arm or you hit him in the head and they get one shot and they're knocked down and that's it and it takes them 10 minutes to get back up? Or is Heath Slater going to be defiant? Is Heath Slater going to defy logic? Is Heath Slater going to be able to embark on the referee journey, much like Shane McMahon had to all the way back in 97 and 98 when Shane McMahon started off as an official? But that's how kind of you work your way up on the WWE's radar. You become a referee, you set up the ring, maybe commentary here and there, but then you ultimately become a pro wrestler. Well, for Heath Slater, it's kind of went backwards. It's kind of a little out of sorts. It's kind of all over the place. Came in, NXT, Nexus, Heath Slater made a monumental impact with the Nexus. Then all of a sudden he becomes a singles competitor, becomes a tag team competitor, becomes a former tag team champion, and now a referee for Heath Slater. Is that what it's all about, viewers and subscribers? That is something else. Roman Reigns has been pulled from an appearance that was going to be upcoming. I don't know if that means that Roman Reigns is not doing that well. I don't know if that means his treatment isn't going as according to plan, or maybe he's a little bit behind. I don't know how advanced this Roman Reigns leukemia is. I know it's not part of an angle. I know it's not a storyline. This is as real can be for Roman Reigns, and viewers and subscribers. This is absolutely insane. It's a name, and it's a word, and it's a saying, and it's a thing you're going to hear Sean if you talk about being insane. Because from the wrestlers' deaths to Roman Reigns being a referee, to The Rock's original Royal Rumble and WrestleMania plans, to what could be a marquee main event at the Showcase of Immortals being WrestleMania, there is just so many things And there's rumors earlier in the week that Hulk Hogan is even closer to signing a new deal with the WWE, that Hogan is even on better terms with the WWE than originally thought of. And of course, that's a good thing. There was a monumental injury in NXT over the last couple of days as concerns a female competitor. That, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have to look up online for yourself. Hacksaw Jim Duggan was out of the hospital, seeming to do better. Here on SeanzView, you got to understand, I don't just run down the news and the rumors in WWE and the backstage antics. No. Raw and SmackDown's ratings this week saw just historically bad numbers. What is it going to take for the WWE to dictate that momentum and take them into the stratosphere? Raw and SmackDown's ratings are historically low. They're now bouncing back. They're not improving. They're not improvising. They're not advancing. They're not progressing. What is Raw and SmackDown Live going to do? Viewers and subscribers, this is a very scary topic. This is a very noteworthy topic. I mean, to know that Raw and SmackDown Live are going to have these new contracts. They're going to be on a new channel. They're going to be on a new network. And they're struggling to pull in 2s and 3s. How in the hell is the USA Network and Fox going to proceed the numbers and the ratings that the WWE is pulling in? When you keep phoning it in, or when you keep having Vince McMahon write the work, when you keep having the failure to communicate, when you don't know what you're doing, when you don't know what's going to advance, when you don't know what's going to progress, when you don't know what's going to, what kind of implementations are going to be made. Raw and SmackDown are not going to be made. Oh, well, Sean, the WWE can always put it on the network. They can put it on the WWE network. It's not just ratings that's a problem in WWE for the week. For the week. We're also talking about the fact that the WWE viewers is down in not only ratings, but attendance, live attendance, merchandise. I mean, there is so many things that are, troubling and bringing down the WWE. And do you think for one single solitary second that the BRASH, SeanzView, that keeps it prolific, consistent, and dedicated, wants to come on here for you and tell you about the downfalls and the troubles and, just the diatribes, the downgrades, the thumbs down, the horribly, historically low ratings for Raw and SmackDown Live, for them to thrive and survive? This is simply just not a good thing. And that's just the damn thing. Because you know what? You need to have character development. You have to have storyline advancement. You would have to give the fans a reason to tune in to Raw and SmackDown Live. And obviously, the WWE is not delivering on many facets, on a variety of different ways. There are so many different intangibles that go into making Raw and SmackDown Live what it is. Raw and SmackDown Live at one point used to be appointment viewing television. You were compelled and intrigued to want to watch. You had a reason. You had a rhyme to want to watch. It was unpredictable. It was uncanny. It was uncooked. It was Raw. And it was SmackDown with an open fist. But we're not getting that in 2018 now, are we? Now, we as fans, we come on here and say how we think the product could change, how we think it could progress, how we think it could advance. But viewers and subscribers, the WWE just does not seem like they want to impress. And I don't know why that is. You got Vince McMahon writing television. You got Vince McMahon rewriting the show hours before it goes on the air. You're having so many heel turns. You don't know where you're going. You don't know from point A to point B. And that is a major problem in the WWE. That will be. So viewers and subscribers, from the deaths in professional wrestling this week with the Dynamite Kid, and then you have Raw and SmackDown's ratings. You have the show being rewritten. You have the original plans for WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble in 2019 with The Rock being completely rewritten. There is just so many things that are going into this. Drastic times call for drastic measures. And I think this is a very drastic, diabolical time. And I think this is a very worrisome time if you're not only the WWE, but if you're a WWE fan. And that's just what I'm talking about. Your comments, your opinions, where we ran down the rumors, the news, the headlines, the debates, the updates, the changes, or anything backstage in WWE. So viewers and subscribers, if you like this content, if you like the way I do things, if you want to leave your commentary, your comments, your opinions, if you want to donate to me, you can do so by buying my merchandise or donating in the description or in the comment section of this video. We've went a little bit longer than I usually do, but maybe you want to be a little bit accustomed. Maybe you're going to start liking. Maybe you're going to start taking to these longer videos, because I would think that a longer video from Seanzviewent Entertainment is better than nothing at all. And you know what? This is why I kind of like to do these longer videos, because if there is any changes or updates to stories or rumors in WWE, I like to update you here on the BRASH, where I'm willing and able, and I will push through to do what I got to do to boost supremacy on YouTube.com. It's a work in progress. This is not easy. You know, there's a lot of different things here on YouTube you got to do just in order to watch a video. You got to subscribe. You got to smash the bell. You got to turn on all notifications. You got to go in your settings and get it by push and email so you never miss one upload. But viewers and subscribers, that's it from the Brash and Brazen Seanzviewent Entertainment. I will never be mistaken or overtaken to, again, keep it prolific, consistent, and dedicated. What do you think was the most noteworthy news or rumor of the week in the WWE? Was it the ratings? Was it the death? Was it the original plans for Roman Reigns and The Rock at the Royal Rumble in WrestleMania? Everything is here. Seanzviewent Entertainment is in the clear. More to come. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Refresh my channel multiple times a day so you're always in the know on all WWE, whether it concerns Raw, the red brand, or the blue brand of SmackDown Live. Later. Brash.